What's up, everyone? Here to do Attack on Titan, episode 16. And this week's episode was pretty good, in my opinion. Usually, when there isn't a lot of action, people don't like it and stuff like that. But I like when there's like story progression and we see characters change a lot from the beginning to where you're at now, and it was just really cool to see how much Gene has changed. And yeah, like, it was pretty cool. But I'll talk about the episode. So the episode starts off with Connie and Armin actually talking a little bit about who they think killed the Titans. And Armin, that's why I actually like his character a lot, at least when it comes to how he thinks, because he always seems to think outside the box. And he says, well, they were actually aiding the Titans, if you really think about it. And it just makes me think, like, because there are so many types of crazy people in this world. Like, is there someone actually willing to help the Titans? But I'm not absolutely sure yet. But after that, we get some really cool moments of Gene just really thinking about what he's gonna do, and he just thinks about Marco. And I'm pretty sure he wasn't gonna join the Survey Corps, but then he just has this moment where he thinks about Marco and what he said. And in my opinion, it felt like he took what Marco said, because he says to him that you're weak and you can relate and you're a good leader. And I just felt like Gene thought that he might be like disrespecting his wishes for Gene of what he should do. So I thought that was a really cool moment for his character. So after that, we have Armin, Connie, and Annie talking about what they're gonna join. And Connie says himself, I'm not joining Survey. And Armin has his mind made up, and Annie says, I'm joining the military police because, and Armin asks why, and she keeps it pretty real with us. She says, I want to live, that's why. And everyone just like is automatically just, well, we all know that it's pretty much guaranteed that you're gonna die if you like interact with the Titans. And later on, we get some of the numbers, and they're ridiculous of how many people die in the Survey Corps. Then right after, we go to Aaron, and he's talking to one of the commanders, or one of his higher-ups, and they actually ask him, how many people do you think will join the Survey Corps? And he said, well, there were people that were going to join, but after all the events that have turned out, like, who really would? And soon after, Levi actually tells Aaron, we have to ride out, we have some things to do. And he tells Aaron, don't forget who saved your life. And I do like Levi as a character, but I just really want to know the reason behind his attitude and the way he acts. But I'm sure that'll be pretty soon, we'll find out. But right after, man, we go to the ceremony to pretty much Erwin's speech of trying to convince these new trainees to join the Survey Corps. And man, he seems like the type of character, and Erwin is becoming one of my favorite characters already. And he keeps it pretty real with people, and he tells them in 4 years of their last excursion, they lost 60% of their army, and you have more than a half of a chance of dying. To me, that's just way too high. And I assume that just from seeing how powerless soldiers actually were against Titans. But man, 60%, that's so high. And he asked everyone the question, if you join the Survey Corps, I'm asking you to give me your heart. And wow, it just really was so real. Like, that's what Attack on Titan does, I think. Like, it really makes you feel like in those moments, just because like they're really impactful, because you can see it even with the animation on the soldiers' faces of just how brutal this world really is. And After that, while he's like speaking, actually, this was in the middle of his speech. Armin actually catches something. He says, "Well, wait a minute. Why is he saying all this stuff? Like, does he have other motives? Does he want people to not join? But what are his motives?" And Armin, like, there he is thinking outside the box again because it was really weird. And also something I forgot to mention before his speech that Connie asked Gene, "Why are you joining the Survey Corps when like you want to join the military police?" And he just tells him, "I don't really know what to say, but I will say this: you have to choose for yourself." And I thought that was pretty interesting, and it also showed off how much development Gene has had as a character. But right after Erwin is done speaking and we go to the main characters, oh my gosh, everyone leaves. Absolutely everyone leaves. And Gene and Connie and Sasha, we all go to them, and they just all think about, we all know how they eat humans, and it just really instills that true fear and like shows how powerful they actually are and how helpless they are. It just really shows how scared this world can really be. But after that, we get a really cool panel of pretty much everyone of the main 10 recruits, and the only person that didn't join was Annie. And yeah, it just looked really cool. Just them in their pose and their salute, and them just all saying, "Wow!" Like kind of like, I'm an idiot, but I'm gonna do this anyways. And Erwin even tells him, "You have my respect," because after hearing like the truth about the Survey Corps and just what's going on out there after they've already went through this traumatic experience, I just thought like, wow, you guys really have heart for that. But after that, we get the new trainees, and they're actually showing them what the mission is going to be, and they said they're going to go out and just return. That's just to go, I guess it's just to go out and explore. And Armin notices he doesn't see Aaron anywhere. But right after, we go over to Aaron with Commander Levi and a couple other people in Levi's squad, and they're pretty much telling him we'll be at the safest spot in the group. And I just thought that was kind of weird, just because you would think that, I don't know, they might want Aaron to be somewhere towards the outside just in case he has to use his Titan form. But I'm not sure what's going on yet. Like, a lot of people said, I'm sure Erwin has a pretty good idea of what's going on. Right after they go over all the mission details, Aaron actually finally gets to run into Misaka and Armin, and Misaka on the team as usual, and she's like, "Aaron, are you okay? Is anything hurt?" and stuff like that. And he's like, "No, I'm fine." And she actually says that short guy took it too far, and she just shows this really pissed face, and she just says he's gonna pay one day. And Aaron almost is like, "You mean Commander Levi?" Like, just because, I don't know, I feel like he's thinking like he's just so strong. Like, I don't know if you can, Misaka. But after that, he also reunites with everyone else, and Aaron really can't believe that they actually joined the Survey Corps, and it kind of makes him happy too. It seems like at the same time, and he asks, "Oh, where's Annie, Marco, and Gene at?" And Gene's actually behind him, and he lets him know that Marco is dead. And it was just kind of a big impact to him, because that's the first person that they really like know so well that has actually died. And it was just interesting moment, but it transitioned into a really happy one with them all getting their quote unquote wings. I thought that their capes, or whatever you call them, it looked pretty cool, and it was a pretty sweet panel that we got to see. But after that, Aaron actually talks to like everyone in private, and Jean asked him, I heard you tried to hit Misaka, so what's going on? Like, can you even control this? And Misaka, oh my gosh, she gets ridiculous sometimes. She says he tries to hit a fly, which I don't know if like that was supposed to be funny, but it definitely wasn't because it was a pretty stupid lie. But Aaron actually admits it. Yeah, like I don't have control, and Gene is just like kind of scared, and he just talks to Aaron and says like please show us you can control this power because like I'm putting my faith in you, man. Like you had us join the Survey Corps. Like he's their hope, kind of just like he was told last week by some of the other Survey Corps members. And he knows that people are counting on him, so he just kind of has to deal with it at this point because he did tell everyone to count on him. But after that, we get the Survey Corps all about to ride out into the Titan infested world, and man, I thought it was so cool, and it kind of reminded me when Aaron was smaller and he was looking up at the Survey Corps riding out, and Aaron he looked pretty serious at first, and then he looks over and there's just a little kid saying like, "Oh, so cool!" Like, and I just think that was a cool moment because it just showed like how far Aaron came from episode one. But anyways, that's all I have. Pretty good episode, even without a lot of action, because we get so much story progression. But thanks for watching my review, and let me know what you guys think.